Hello everyone. In this demo, I'm going to show you the application of PSU patch to a standby setup. There are mainly 6 steps involved in the application of any patch set, PSU or CPU to a primary and standby site. First, in the primary, disable log shipping to the standby site. Second step, shut down the standby site and apply interim patch sets to the RDBMS binaries as per the README. This includes the patch set update, or critical patch updates. You will not be able to and do not need to run the scripts like catbundle.sql etc. against the standby RDBMS itself. Start the standby site to mount only. Do not restart managed query. Third step, shut down the primary site, apply the PSU patch to the RDBMS binaries and patch the RDBMS itself using the instructions in the README. Run cat patch, cat bundle or cat CPU, whichever is necessary according to the patch you are applying. Fourth, start the primary site, re-enable log shipping to the standby. Fifth step, at the standby site, restart, redo, apply, managed recovery and the RDBMS changes implemented in the primary site. So, cat patch, cat bundle or cat CPU will also be applied to the standby. This application is to redo logs shipped from primary to standby. And the last and sixth step is checks to perform to ensure the patch has been applied successfully at the primary and standby site. With that, let me go in details of each and every step that we have mentioned now. If you are using a data broker configuration, in the primary site, disable archiving to the standby site. The detailed steps for this task are: this is my configuration. If you see here, the transport is on. Now I need to turn it off. Now if you see, the transport is off. Now the second step is to stop the standby site and apply the PSU patch on the standby site. So let me go to the standby site. This is my standby server. I am going to stop all the services running out of this standby server. Now all the services are stopped on the standby site. Now this standby site is ready for patch application. As I am going to apply PSU 4 for 11G release 2, I need to have a minimum patch version of 11.2.0.1.1. So I need to download a patch appropriate for this. Let me see what is the version I have, and then I will accordingly update the patch. Now the patch version is 11.2.0.1.1. I need to get the latest patch. I have downloaded a required PSU patch and the latest patch to my temporary directory. So this is my latest patch. This is my PSU patch which I am going to apply to the physical standby setup now. Now let me unzip patch. Now if you see, this is my latest patch 11.2.0.19. Now this meets the required for applying the PSU 4 to 11G release 2 database. Now let me extract the PSU patch. Now I am going to see if there are any conflicts with this PSU patch. So this is the command to verify if there are, to check if there are any conflicts. This shows passed. That means there are no patches or one-off patches that conflicts with this PSU patch. So I can safely go ahead and apply this PSU patch to my standby database. Now let me apply that patch. Just press enter. Yes. Yes. So the patch is applied successfully. Now let me verify the errors if any. So there are no errors in the log file. That means my PSU patch is applied successfully to my standby site. So as a part of PSU application, I also need to execute catbundle script. But as I told in the introduction, I should not run any script on standby site when I am applying a patch. The script is applied on the primary site, and the redo transferred from primary to standby will bring those changes to the standby site. Now I can start my services on the standby site. Now my standby database is in mount stage, so I should not put standby database in recovery mode. until I apply the same patch on the primary side. I will keep my standby side in mount stage only. The next step is, which is third step as I mentioned in the introduction, shut down services on the primary side and apply the PSU patch on the primary side. So let me go to the primary side. So I am stopping all these services. So my listener is stopped, and I am also shutting down my primary database. Now let me copy the PSU patch and OPatch patch from the standby server to the primary server. Let me see my OPatch version on the primary side. It is 11.2011. Now in order to meet the minimum OPatch requirement, I need to move the patch to this directory. Now this meets my minimum OPatch requirement. Let me unzip my PSU patch. Let me verify if there are any conflicts with this patch. So it is because there are no conflicts or one of patches that conflicts with the PSU patch that we are going to apply. Now I am applying the PSU patch to the primary site. Simply press enter. Yes. Yes. Now the patch is applied successfully. Let me verify if there are any errors. So there are no errors in the log file as well. Now I need to execute cat bundle. Let me go to DBMS. So I'm starting my database with the restrict mode so that no one else can access except the administrator. Now it is completed. Let me also run utlrp. Let me start the listener on primary side. Also let me register it. And then I will disable the restricted session because I started with restricted mode. Now I have successfully applied PSU patch on primary site as well. Now I need to start the redo transportation from primary to standby. When we are starting the application, we disabled redo transport. Now using same DGRL utility, we will start the redo transportation again from primary to standby. Now transport is on. Now I can start my standby database in recovery mode. Now let me cancel and then start it again. Now let me see how is my physical standby working. It is now running on 480. Let me see on the standby side, it is also 480. Now if I want to see the PSU patch application from the SQL command, so this is the one we played now. This ends the session. In this session we show how to apply a PSU patch if my database is running in standby setup. Thanks for watching this demo. Leave your comments and doubts if you have any. Thank you.